Hey guys, I hope you're hungry. Welcome back to War Stories here on the Full Instance channel. My name is Jericho. So the reason we're playing not Battlefront today is we are going to be talking about Kingdom Hearts. This is Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance HD, or Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue Part 1 Dream Drop HD Dream Drop Distance. Kingdom Hearts, it's dumb. It's really dumb. I love... Okay, so my very favorite series of all time is Pokemon. As you may or may not know, despite there not being any Pokemon content on the channel to speak of right now, I always hope that will change. And it will change one day, I am confident. It's my favorite series. After that, gotta go with Super Smash Brothers. Loved it. As long as this existed. Great childhood memories of playing it with friends, family, etc. After that, Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts 1, I played into the ground. Like, I was merciless with how I played Kingdom Hearts 1. That's the first game, besides Pokemon, I can truly say that I 100%ed. There is nothing that you can do in Kingdom Hearts 1 that I didn't do. Including beat Sephiroth, beat it on all the difficulty levels, got every single materia, leveled everybody up to level 100, which does nothing. It was just for fun, just for my edification. Kingdom Hearts 2, I also loved. But that's when the story started to go a little bit crazy. And now, more than 10 years later, Kingdom Hearts 3 at least is officially announced and at least is being worked on, but it is still very much ethereal. Still doesn't feel quite real yet. And in the meantime, there's been a lot of craziness. We've had Kingdom Hearts 358 Days Over 2. We've had Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories and Re-Chain of Memories. We've had
I brought you Sora.
Kingdom Hearts Coded and Recoded.
We had a bargain.
Hey, this guy might be a
What's the
jerk. But we're skipping cutscenes. If you missed the snack yesterday where I was talking about just this game, I'm skipping the cutscenes because I'm worried about getting having the business given to me by Disney. So I'm not trying to have too much dialogue. But anyway, so there's been a lot of other crazy games, and the story has just gone completely off the rails to me. Like, for being just like a fun adventure of Square Enix characters going through Disney worlds and meeting Disney heroes and villains and teaming up with them. Like, Kingdom Hearts 1 is really so simple. And I guess they were afraid it would not be successful, but then when it came the time for Kingdom Hearts 2, they knew they had a bona fide hit on their hands, and they really wanted to make it a big deal. So they built this whole connected world. They had Organization 13 as like their big recurring villain. They were obsessed with world building at that point. And you can't fault them for that. You know, that's why people, you know, are just like have a fever pitch for Kingdom Hearts 3, because it is going to be the finale of this saga, the Keyblade War, like all this crazy stuff that's been building with all the side games, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, you know, all these HD remixes to like bring in a new generation and let new people try it. Like, they're going in on Kingdom Hearts, and they're not wrong to. I still love the series despite how dumb it can seem, because I do love it. The simplicity of the gameplay, especially the first game. To me, Kingdom Hearts 1 is just like, that's probably my third favorite game ever overall.
My clothes have changed.
Like, it is beloved to me, and I've done that a million times. Come on. I've played it a million times. I love it. It's very important and near and dear to me. And so even with, you know, the silliness that Kingdom Hearts can show, I still am just obsessed with it. I think it's just such a clever, fun game. I've always really loved the gameplay and the action. One of these days I'm finally going to get around to playing Final Fantasy 15, and I hear the combat feels very similar to this. And since Kingdom Hearts 3 was built sort of alongside it, as they say, I'm hoping, you know, that makes sense, you know, that they've been working towards Kingdom Hearts 3 as well while they're working on Final Fantasy 15. But it's a series that's near and dear to my heart, despite all its silliness. I've always loved like Olympus Coliseum, you know, battling through the tournament. I love like fighting alongside the Disney characters. Like, it was so clever and unique when it came out, and I feel that now still don't know what I'm doing with this. I'm not gonna bother with it anymore after that one. Like, even with how silly and ridiculous and over the top and self-sure it's gotten, I still love it. And I really can't express how excited I am for Kingdom Hearts 3. Just because I know, like, I want to see the end of this story. So, I'm planning to do, maybe, like, in April, like a big Kingdom Hearts month. Like play and show off as much as I can of the HD remixes once they come to PS4. That's kind of cool. It's like a sleep attack. What is this? Like portal. Sure. I don't know, I kind of thought I had more to say. I knew I was sort of repeating over myself with the last episode. So I guess my hopes for Kingdom Hearts 3, I really wish it would sort of come back to basics. I'm just doing what this tells me. I'm not going to really get into it. But it was at its best when it was retelling the stories and the struggles of the Disney movies. Like fighting Clayton with Tarzan at your side is cool. Fighting Ursula with Ariel. You know, in Kingdom Hearts 2, no, I'm sorry, this was also in Kingdom Hearts 1. Like, the fight with Captain Hook is, like, one of the best in the whole game. He's, like, also a swordsman. Like, it's awesome, you know? And that's where Kingdom Hearts is really at its best, when it allows itself... The more Disney and the less Square Enix it gets, the better, in my opinion. So I hope that it lets itself have that sense of fun and that sense of wonder. Just that sense of Disney, and less just this utter craziness that we've seen. You know, and like look no further than the fact that this is called Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue. Like why, you know, if it would just let itself be simple. And I think that the game will be better for it, and that's really what the fans want, or at least it's what I want. Maybe I'm completely wrong, and other people love the craziness. I'm sure they do. I'm sure people have written, you know, guides and explanations and fan theories and everything about, and they love how deep Kingdom Hearts has gotten. Because you certainly could not claim like it's silly and kiddie now. Like, you cannot, because it has got to be one of the more impenetrable lores of games. Because there's only, what, like 7 or 8 games in the series, like including all of the spin-offs. But yeah, there's a lot going on. There's a lot to unpack with like the Keyblade War. Like, we don't know about Keyblade War in Kingdom Hearts. It's just a key that you have, and it looks goofy. But you know, that impenetrability is a big turn on for a lot of people, even if it's not necessarily for me. But it comes with the territory, and I love it, even though it's crazy, even though it's ridiculous. And if you do too, you know, stay tuned in April, and especially whenever Kingdom Hearts 3 finally comes around, because you better believe I will be waiting. I was gonna try to think of some sort of pun with bells on, like with keychains on or something, but couldn't make it work. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry this ended up being a little bit meandering. I guess I should have, I don't know, done something differently. But I just kind of wanted to talk about it. I love Kingdom Hearts. And that's really the my closing. I should have a look around. That's really my closing argument. Kingdom Hearts is awesome. If you've never played any of them, check them out. Especially if you have a PS4. At the end of March, we're getting the 1.5 and 2. Basically, every game that's not on this or a cell phone will be in that collection. So if you're excited for it as well, then what do you have to more friends? Thanks for watching. More stories every Tuesday and Thursday. They're usually not quite like this one. But we got content coming to you every single day here on the Full Lens channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon. I don't know about you, but I'm full.